Hi, this is Greg McIver, and I'm the producer, author of the video that you're viewing on screen. What I've tried to do is give people a sense of what the situation looks like in Manitoba in terms of hydro development. So I've listed a number of communities, First Nations communities, in green text. The red text is the generating stations currently operated by Manitoba Hydro. The pink text is the control structures that assist Manitoba Hydro with the operations of the generating stations. As you can see, Trapline 18 situated in northern Manitoba, south of the Wasquatum Lake. Just to give you a sense of where we are in amongst all this hydro development. The images that you're looking at now, the pink images, reddish images, well, those are satellite images from 1973 and the darker red images from around 1976. And the reason I've put together this presentation is so that people in Manitoba and elsewhere in our country can have a look at what has happened in the north in terms of hydro development the last 30 years. What Hydro and the province of Manitoba are not willing to disclose to people in Manitoba or elsewhere. What you're looking at is the what they call in Manitoba the Churchill River diversion. What they did was they, at the south end of South Indian Lake, they drilled and blasted several miles of bush and boreal forests and created the South Indian Lake diversion channel, which became part of the Churchill River diversion. The other two components are the Missy Falls control structure on the north end and the Nitigi control structure on the south end. So this is what they call the Churchill River diversion, and you could see that there's massive amounts of flooding, and this has affected many First Nations in the north, in the south as well of this project. It's impacted the cultural lifestyles, traditions, such as trapping and fishing and hunting, and it's just created so much disenfranchisement, I guess, in First Nations in terms of maintaining their identity. The Nelson House First Nation is located just on the north shore of Footprint Lake, and it's connected to the 3 Point Lake, which you see in the center of the video. This area is, you can see, has been affected quite substantially by water fluctuations. On 3 Point Lake, you can see where the islands have just been worn away and washed down the river. At one time, they were nearly connected right to the north end, or you could actually walk from the south to the north on 3 Point Lake. But more importantly, what this has done to the rivers and lakes, in this area, and this has not been well documented by Hydro or the province, but it does affect our trap line and our traditional way of life. The approved Wasquatum generating station, located at Skinigap Falls, which is on the east side of Wasquatum Lake, we believe is going to create even more damage to the environment, more damage to wildlife and migratory birds, and it's also a substantial contributor to carbon dioxide emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, methane gas, and these are the things that Hydro and the province of Manitoba don't want you to know about. That they've destroyed practically 2/3 of the province of Manitoba because of hydro development. There's many areas within the north that are good examples of when you damage an environment like the boreal forests, what happens is they convert to carbon dioxide sink pools that have the same impact as a coal generating station. It's like burning coal. There's no difference in its impact on or contributions to greenhouse gas or climate change. And these are the things that need to be further researched, need to be further studied. Our communities are, faced many hardships and for the province and Hydro not to disclose these other impacts is inhumane, in my opinion. This video you're looking at now, this what's on the screen, is located between Genpig and Lake Winnipeg, or Cross Lake and Norrie House, and this is the information Cross Lake is looking for in terms of what are the true impacts to our community and our lakes and our lifestyle and our heritage, our culture. This is what they've been searching for 30 years. This is what Hydro in the province didn't want to disclose, because they've basically supported 30 years of legal and technical and engineering battles in the arbitration, Northern Flood Agreement arbitration process, so that they didn't have to disclose any of this. But I think it's about time that we as citizens of this province, especially of Northern Manitoba, say no to development and examine what has transpired thus far.